It is finally time to start of the NFL season. What will the Philadelphia Eagles do today? And what is my opinion on the rest of the season? All that and more coming up next.
The following announcement has been paid for by
the ENN Podcast.
He has a good energy, guys.
Can you believe it? Can
Sport.
you feel it? Can you feel that excitement?
The merchandise, wearing the hats.
Chris Wild here live from Lincoln Financial.
And I'm telling you, if you let Eli Manning walk into that stadium,
Music.
Wow.
man, again, and I hate to do this again, but these are goosebumps.
Whoa!
And more.
What's his next book gonna be called? Spineless?
Mike.
Yeah, do you feel that? That's that Jordan Mailata type hype and dance today because it is the first day of the NFL season and game one for the Philadelphia Eagles starts in just hours. I'm absolutely psyched. And I talk about Jordan Mailata because the Philadelphia Eagles extended his contract yesterday, 4 years, up to $90 million, $40 million guaranteed, a huge boost of confidence and a good case of juju going into the game against the Atlanta Falcons today. Guys, listen, it has been the longest off season that I can ever remember. We talk about 2020, we talk about how horrible just the year in general for a country, for a people, for a society that 2020 was. It was just as bad for the Philadelphia Eagles. Drama in the offices, drama on the field, quarterback, coach, dilemmas, poor play, no future, bleak, blackness, darkness. It was everything that you don't want to see for a team that you're passionate about and that you love, and we had to deal with that last year. And that's why coming into this year, guys, coming into this game today, there are some Eagle fans out there that say they're not excited for the season, that they agree with a lot of the analysts out there that the Eagles are going to win about 4 games and it's going to be a bad year and that they're not excited at all. And I absolutely scratch my head. If you are a fan of this football team, if you're a fan that has followed this football team, if you're a content creator like I am, just a fan with a camera basically, if you love this team, how can you not be excited for today? Of all days. Because this might be the last day that we're excited, depending on what we see on the field today. But how can you not be excited for the freshness in the air, for the freshness that is Nick Sirianni, for the freshness that is Jalen Hurts, for some of these young studs that are on this team, like Jordan Mailata, who I talked about, like Devontae Smith, who the Eagles drafted with the 10th pick in the NFL draft, with some of these young receivers like Quez Watkins, like Jalen Reagor looking better. Clean slate for everybody. A defense that we don't even know the scheme. We don't know what it's going to be. It's absolutely the most unpredictable day that I've ever felt for the Philadelphia Eagles. I have no idea what this team's going to do, and I love that thought. I love that excitement because I got to be honest, last year going into Washington, it was a very bleak and rough day before the game even started when we heard Lane Johnson wasn't going to play, when Miles Sanders wasn't going to play, Jack Driscoll's a rookie starting. I mean, it was absolutely horrible. And now you go to this year, we don't know what's going to happen. Is Jalen Hurts going to propel this team to get them a win? Can he show that he's not just a leader behind the scenes, but that he can find ways to win? Because is he going to be the most accurate? No, and I hate to tell you, but he's going to miss some passes, guys. Jalen Hurts is going to miss some passes. He's going to throw some interceptions. He's probably going to fumble the ball a little bit too. That's going to happen. But I think Jalen Hurts is going to show us some good stuff on the field. I think this guy's a born winner. I think he knows how to win. You look at his college pedigree. You look at what he's had to deal with. He's mentally strong. He can handle the Philadelphia vibe that our former quarterback could not. And I love that, and I look forward to that. And guess what? If he can't get the job done, we got a mustache and a headband in Gardner Minshew that I don't think I would mind seeing go in there either. But again, the unpredictability of today should make you excited. You look at these running backs. Miles Sanders, yes, he had a bunch of long runs last year that kind of made his stats a little bit better. But Doug Peterson didn't run the ball because Jeffrey Lurie told him not to. Well, Nick Sirianni has an offense, if it's going to be like the offense we saw in Indianapolis, that is very run heavy. Will that happen today? Will Miles Sanders have the year that I think that he's going to have? Will Kenny Gainwell the rookie, come out of nowhere to provide some spark to this team along with Boston Scott. I love the running back room. Another reason to be excited. The offensive line. They're all healthy. For game one, they're all healthy. Now, that's something that didn't happen last year. That's something that hasn't happened in a couple years. Like I said, Jordan Mailata, this absolute unbelievable story of an Australian stud rugby player coming to America, coming to the NFL, and winning a left tackle job that was last held by a Hall of Famer is a reason to be excited. Jason Kelsey coming back when he could have just retired is a reason to be excited. To come back into this unknown should tell you something. For Lane Johnson to be healthy and excited, a reason for us to be excited. Brandon Brooks, he might play today, he might not, but he being back in some way, shape, or form, a reason to be excited. The offensive line is back. Zach Ertz, man, Zach Ertz, we talk about him so much. Earlier this year, he's crying. We didn't think he was going to be Eagle. Who's he going to get traded to? Is it going to be Buffalo? Is it going to be Minnesota? What's going to happen? Zach Ertz comes to camp excited. He comes to camp and says he had the best training camp he's had in 9 years. He puts over the head coach, Nick Sirianni. Zach Ertz being back and being willing to play and contribute to this team is a reason to be excited because, look, these guys are human beings. If something's not right, if they don't believe in the product that they're being taught, you're not going to get that kind of attitude. You're just not. We've seen it all throughout the NFL. When guys want to get out or they don't like their situation, they usually cry about it and demand a trade. Zach Ertz didn't do that. Again, guys, a reason to be excited. What about the cornerbacks? We go and we talk about this defense and the corners, and you're like, who is going to be next to Darius Slay? Because it's a bunch of nobodies. Michael Jacquet, Craig James. Craig James was a captain last year. Now he can't make the practice squad because you got a guy like Stevie Nelson next to Darius Slay. Avonte Maddox back to where he needs to be in the slot. Again, is it the strongest cornerback duo or secondary in the league? Absolutely not. But when you got two guys like that, when we've had to deal with Michael Jacquet, with Craig James, with whatever guy they pick from Home Depot or Lowe's, this is a reason to be excited, guys. The linebackers, Alex Singleton, again, a captain now, all over the field. You've got Eric Wilson that they got from Minnesota. I think he's a stud. I mean, there is so much reason to be optimistic. It boggles my mind that you're not. The defensive line, again, we talk about these lines. Besides quarterback, your lines are your most important part of your team. And this defensive line, I say it every year, but I truly, with every fiber in me, believe it this year as Javon Hargrave has looked absolutely awesome all summer. I believe him, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, who is going to open some eyes around the league, and Derek Barnett. This is as good a defensive line as we've had, and I'm not even talking about rookie Milton Williams, who he's going to show off as well, I believe. Big guy who can move around, reminds me of Bam Bam Bigelow. This is a good defensive line. Reason to be excited, guys. It's okay. Be excited. It's okay. You don't have to like, I'm not excited because I know they're going to suck, just to save face. You don't got to do that. Be excited today. It is game one against the Atlanta Falcons, and I think the Eagles have a chance to win this. And it's hard to say that because I don't know what the Eagles are going to do. But I do know that Atlanta is not as good on the lines as the Eagles are. You got Fletcher Cox going up against a rookie. You've got Matt Ryan, Matty Ice, look, one of the best quarterbacks in Atlanta football history. But he is older. He is getting older. He doesn't have Julio Jones anymore. And I know Julio Jones only had 2 touchdowns the past 2 years. But his presence, just being there, is something. Great wide receiver in Calvin Ridley. Could be Rookie of the Year in Kyle Pitts at tight end. Mike Davis, who's one of the most underrated running backs in the league. Definitely an offense that is going to put up some points, but I think this defense can hold them in check. And again, hard for me to say because I don't know what scheme they're going to put, but I just see the energy, the competition. I feel it. I have that feeling today. And then as far as defense goes, their secondary is kind of like ours. They got a bunch of one-year players back there. Their defensive line is nothing to really be excited about if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan. So I just think that the Eagles can come away, they can go in Atlanta, and they can come away with a win. I don't think that that's something that's like out of the realm of saying. Now, a lot of these analysts are putting a bunch of this doom and gloom about the Eagles because, look, we're local. They don't see the Josh Sweats. They don't see Jalen Hurts. They see the worst. They always pick the worst highlights to throw up there. They just don't see the work being put in. They make fun of Nick Sirianni for being as excited and overwhelming as he can be. They don't see it. They hate Philly. They always hate Philly. They don't like us. We don't care. We do care a little bit. But today is a day that, look, It's fresh and it's exciting, guys, and I know this video has been all over the place. It's not like your regular preview video. I'm not going into the stats and the numbers and the Vegas line. I mean, even though I think the Eagles are 3-point underdogs, I'm just telling you guys, let it go. Be free. Wear your jerseys, because be excited to wear the Eagle green again. I'm wearing number 86, Zach Ertz, today, because this guy is the kind of professional athlete that I want my son to be. And again, something to be excited about, guys. I've said that word 18,000 times in this video, and I can say it 18,000 more times. There's reason for optimism in Philadelphia, and it starts today in Atlanta. What will the Eagles do? What jerseys are you going to wear? Will I even get this video out in time before the game? Because it's been absolutely busy here in bar 4133 as we get ready for our grand opening here in this 2021 NFL season. And if you're a fan just watching this of any team, again, this goes for any team. Be excited. Football's back. Fans are in stadiums. It's something to be excited about. Unless you're the Dallas Cowboys or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you should absolutely be going crazy today, because today is our day. And with that being said, guys, as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Go Birds! I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand.